Hi everyone, welcome back. This mini-ship history about the 1958 Rotterdam is an adapted version of my earlier talk that I held at the Australian National Maritime Museum celebrating the 150th anniversary of Holland America Line, as well as the publication of the epic 5-volume book set that is covering the history of this company in unrivaled detail. In my hands is the first volume. For those of you who are interested in Holland America Line and in these books, you will find a link for where you can purchase them down below. Now, you've heard me talk about several of Holland America Line flagships, and now we're going to talk about their 1958 Rotterdam. Holland America Line executives were a pragmatic bunch, and they always had an eye towards the future. And by future, we don't mean just by 2-3 years down the track, we mean by a decade ahead, and trying to predict what trends would transpire so that their future ships could be more adaptable and, more importantly, profitable for those new conditions. They understood that with the increased technology of aircraft, that there would come a time where planes would dominate the North Atlantic trade. And so they decided for their next flagship, a ship that they had been wanting to build for almost 50 years, would be well and truly adaptable to anything that the future could throw at them. And so they quite logically decided to have a ship that was designed as a dual-purpose vessel, one that was just as comfortable as traversing the North Atlantic, such as the New Amsterdam, as well as embarking on beautiful leisurely cruises. With this in mind, they also wanted their new ship, to embody everything that was modern, latest design ideas, latest technology. Basically be everything that the Dutch thought would be modern in 1958. And so we got the Rotterdam. This ship was so ultra-modern, they even decided to do away with the funnels. And we had split uptakes. Traditionalists hated the idea of having an ocean liner without funnels. But in the 1960s, split uptakes became a thing, and many ships would end up traveling with them. In my opinion, the ship that carried it off the best was P&O's Canberra. But that's just my opinion. The 1958 Rotterdam was certainly a wise investment. With the demise of the North Atlantic trade, this ship would go on to have a very successful cruising career and would operate for almost 4 decades. Thankfully, this ship is also preserved, and you can find it as a hotel and museum ship in Rotterdam, docked not far from where Holland America Line used to depart for its transatlantic voyages. And for those of you who may not be able to go out and enjoy the ship in physical full 3D, may I also recommend to you this beautiful book, The SS Rotterdam, by Arno and Nico Guns. This book covers the history and the efforts to get this ship brought over for preservation, as well as all the effort that went into getting it ready to be opened as a restored and preserved hotel and museum ship, and concludes with a beautiful photo tour of all the preserved spaces on board the Rotterdam. I'll do a proper review of this further down the track, especially in light of the Rotterdam's historic status. So this is a happy story of one of the flagships that is now preserved and can be seen and enjoyed in the 21st century. Stand by for more mini-ship histories, and if you are enjoying these histories, please let me know in the comments below, and if you'd like to see more ships featured, again, let me know in the comments below. So stay tuned for more.